It's fantastic to see you again. So some familiar faces and some new ones too. And we're going to answer your questions today with Maruf, and he'll be joining shortly. But before we start, while we are waiting, I'd like to take a moment to let's talk about some exciting updates we have recently rolled out, right? We have now unpacking action for custom blocks. And this is a feature allows for more dynamic interactions within your custom blocks, right? This is a long-awaited feature, and this obviously enhances the flexibility in your projects. And the second one is copy-paste feature. I think this was kind of a surprise for all of our users. So we've kind of introduced an easier way to duplicate elements across your screens. And I believe this will help you to save some time and effort in your design process. And the third one is, let me check. Okay. If then else variable option. So now we have this option in our transforms, and now you can apply some sophisticated logic flows in transforms. And the last one is Draftbot. I love the name, by the way, Draftbot. So this is purely designed to assist you, and this AI feature trains with our tutorials and documentation. And I believe these updates will significantly enhance your development process in general. But I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these updates? Are there any features? Yes, we are. Yeah. And are there any features that are shining for you, or do you think, or perhaps there's something you'd like to see improved or added somehow? Hello, Marv. Any feedbacks about our new updates in the builder?
Where do I
They're great
access
on
the
this.
AI? Oh, sorry about that, Dave.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just curious. Where do I access the Draftbot?
Draftbot in the builder in the right corner at the bottom, right?
Oh, there it is.
Right next to the support chat.
Great. Yeah, I see it.
Icon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Davey, you were saying something.
I was about to say now the duplicate function is incredible, honestly. But I mean, we kind of had it before until you guys created the block things and then it took this feature away. Now we have it back. Honestly, it's amazing. We can go much faster. So that's amazing. Like the copy paste through screens as well. That's great. I have myself played with the AI, the Draftbot. So far, I haven't had much success with it. So I think it's probably because the early version of it. So probably still need to play more things. But I think that's going to be great because I can see Xano implemented one as well. And I see how faster that is to understand some concept or getting some help. So for Draftbit, I think it's going to be amazing. Maybe one feature that I had in mind right now is I don't know if we can now, but we can duplicate. Can we save some actions that we have created? Action stack, for example, would we be able to save those almost like the component, but just for action stack so we can re-implement the logic to different components? I don't know if it's something that we can actually do right now or we'll be able to do in the future.
No, but actually these questions are for Dave mostly. But as far as I know, this is kind of in our roadmap, right, Marv?
I can elaborate something. So suppose like saving action is a broad thing because actions is dependent on different component and different component has different triggers. So like saving the actions and using in different component, different trigger is a broad thing. So we talked about this thing much, but I think the easiest way to like create a component, like you have a button, you save the actions there, you copy it, use it in different places. That is the easiest way. We are trying to like figure out a way how we can make it more robust, like saving the action stack and using a different component independently.
Yes. Any other feedbacks or questions about that? Or we can dive into today's questions. Great. Okay, welcome back, Marv. So, as you all know, we have a registration form in the community post regarding this event. We have some registered questions already, and we're going to start with them. And the first one is, can you please demonstrate how to add multiple images from image picker? I don't think this is kind of thing that we can demonstrate right now, Maruf, right? Or
Yeah,
can you? I'm not sure.
let me check if I can do something.
But you know what? We have some good news about it. I think in near future, yes, Sean. I think in near future, selecting multiple images from image picker will be available in the builder. So we're just testing it right now, and we're planning to release it when it's ready.
Yeah.
But
works
is there
for me.
any
Thank you.
workaround? Yeah. But is there anything that we can do right now, Maruf? What is the workaround?
Okay. So currently we have options to let me think if I have implemented it or not. So so we need to like it's a native UI, native API we need to treat help on, because once you click an image, it just closes the whole window. Like, so that's why we need to hop on a native window. I haven't implemented it yet, but it will take write some custom code that is a little bit complicated. And there might be some kind of packages. I'm sure there should be some packages around to do that. But as our team is working on it, so let's wait for it.
Yes, we will be releasing it soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I can share. There's a link from the Draftbit community where someone I think already implemented the multiple image upload. So they're using
Oh,
some
really?
code. There's a link. I'm just gonna put it in the chat now for I don't know who asked for that, but
Yeah, that would be
maybe,
great. Thank you.
yeah. So just in case you need it later for the recap.
Okay.
But I think someone already did it.
Nice.
Thank you, Sean. Maybe you can check this. Yeah, from Johnny.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, maybe the second question, we can go on with that one. Please demonstrate how to implement activity into indicator component for loading.
Okay. So yeah, we can do that. Let me demonstrate something. So it's going to fetch component. So I think fetch component has a built-in loading indicator, but yeah, try to look into that. So if I go into web preview, so we have some kind of loading indicator here, but we can add our custom UI. So activity indicator. So under the fetch, you have now option for role. So if you set role to loading, in the loading state, it will show that component conditionally. So you also have the error and data role. So if you set a component, suppose I want to show a list and the data is there. So it is taking as automatically the data row because it will render the data. So now, so that's how the activity indicator can take loading row, and you can put, like, you can change the design or put custom color or height and width like that. So yeah, I hope that's answered. Like, we have another way, like we can make an API call and we can have a state called loading. I can demonstrate that too. So I will hide this fetch component. So we will be fetching some data on the screen focus. So before we fetch data, we will set to is loading. And after that, now what we can do, we can conditionally render it screen. So while the data is made, the fetch call is made, it will technically load the, it's not, and hide this and use this one, loading. So yeah, you can see when the fetch call was making, it was loading the, it is showing the indicator and then it hide it.
Is there any advantage over, you have implemented two ways of doing that? Which is the best practice?
That's actually depend on the use case. So we usually don't suggest to fetch data on the screen focus because that's going to be like, that's not a good practice because every time you focus, your fetch call is going to make. So we use the fetch call if we want to automatically refetch, like you have some user data and you made some change on the user component, you want to refetch it. So if you use a fetch component, it will automatically do that. Obviously, you have to set the rows properly when you are adding the endpoints. So we use those fetch component for those cases that we don't have to manually refetch. Otherwise, we use API calls in the button handler, like when you click something, fetch something. So yeah, all of them has different cases.
I understand. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Sean. And
Yeah, it does. I saw in the action chain, I think he had another conditional action to maybe stop the display. So that was good to know that. I thought I was doing it, just by wild guess of how to implement it. So it was nice to see. Thank you.
thank you. And yeah, we have some, by the way, we gathered some community questions as well, but since you are here, now we can, troubleshoot your projects and any of your issues. So floor is yours So please feel free to ask your questions now. Do you have any questions, guys?
I do have one though.
Okay.
I think maybe Maruf, you'll be able to help. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks. All right. So where is it? This one. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So basically, I'm fetching surveys. So I have a marketplace. I'm connecting clubs with athletes, and I would like clubs to be able to ask questions to their athletes. So I have created a way where clubs can submit a survey to the athletes, and the survey comes straight in the app. And I want people to be able to respond directly to just whatever question they're going to ask. So I have fetched those data from Xano, display them as a list of surveys. So this is here. So you have a first list where all the surveys are coming, and you have a second list here where you have the detail of every survey with the different answers, for example. The problem that I have is when I want to respond to something, for example, here, I would like to be able to identify the ID of my survey, because right now I have fetched everything, but when I click, for example, here, every time I'm going to have the same ID coming. So right now you can see 59, but if I go to the next survey, I don't have one now, but when I click to another survey, basically I always have the 59. I'm never able to have the dynamic ID of the survey that I'm fetching. And I've noticed this because of the double list component. Every time I try to get because the button there after the second list item, every time I try to click on it, I'm not able to get the ID from the survey coming from the first list component. So I was wondering if you had any idea on how to solve this.
Okay.
So we have two list components nested, and you are trying to access a key from the first list.
Yeah.
But you are trying to access that key from a component that is nested under the second list.
Yeah, exactly. And every time I'm going to click on the button here I have the touchable component, for example. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to extract the ID. So I just put the ID here, but it didn't find it. So then I try with this writing system, which is put like between brackets, like a number, but it's not dynamic. And so I always have the same ID, but I have different surveys. So I want to know how can I get like dynamically the ID of every single survey that is displayed.
Think I understand. Like, let's try to debug it. So first of all, I can see the problem is that the list. So every component should have different name because you are nesting them. So when you are trying to have the suggestion, they got confused because both of the component has the same name, and so the access is like confusing. So can like change the name of the list, both of the lists, like you can do children and parent. For now, you can change
So
later down. Yeah.
So this name, I change the name of the component directly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can
Yes.
type parent or list A. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to do list to B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, your screen is frozen.
Yes,
For me,
for me
sometimes
as well.
Yeah, for me as well.
That's not good.
Yeah, for me as well. It's frozen too. So
I think if you try now, you will see the list A item and list B item, like suggestions are separated on your like
Second list.
suggestion list. Yeah.
Let's try hard refresh, maybe, Davey.
yeah. So do you think that just changing the name would be enough to have the data display?
Yeah. So then when you are in your action stack, when you want to extract something, you can choose from either list A or list B. So all the items from list A will be a section, and all the items from list B will be another section.
Wow, that's an interesting point to know, actually. So when you use nested list components, when the names are similar, are same, then they are interfering with each other, you're saying, in the suggestion list.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Okay, so literally it was just the name because I could see already all the items from the first list, but when I was selecting them, obviously nothing was happening. And just
Yeah.
changing the name solve it. So I'm just wow, I will have to wait to try it. Okay. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so now basically the idea will be here I can directly in this case extract what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So here I yeah, indeed here I have the list A. So I'm gonna put the ID. Okay, so now it's just so I should have a refresh. So now yeah, I need another one to try it. Okay, now I have 59. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try this in the back just to confirm to you in a couple of minutes. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Maybe we can um
Take other
yes,
questions.
yes, please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
I just started working with Rahul and Sefa from the Draftbit team, and so it's been really, really great working with you all. It's been such a fun process. There's just a quick couple questions I have that I'm assuming are quick ones, but I'm getting familiar with the software and would love to just run them by you real quick.
Yeah, sure.
The main thing, one of the things that I'm doing a lot right now is like, because I'm just getting familiar with all the work that Sefa has done, I am turning the background to specific colors to be able to understand which components are which and kind of which areas they take up. At some points when I've been navigating Draftbit, it's like I hover over a UI and it automatically outlines in yellow like the specific part of the component that I am hovering over so that it automatically selects it. But then most of the time it doesn't. So I'm curious to know a little bit more. Is there like an easy way for me to be able to like not have to have this like be selected each time? So that then like whenever I'm scrolling over, I can just kind of see exactly which UIs are being referenced so that I can make changes to them stylistically.
Yeah, I think that should be easy. If you go to the draft preview, so currently you are in the web preview. So in the right panel of you, like right panel, you can see the top of the preview section. Go to the draft one, square. Yeah.
Oh,
So now,
incredible. So this is pretty much exactly what I was looking for. So now this kind of outlines everything.
Just that this is not the interactive one, right?
yeah.
Right.
Just a draft view.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then my second question here was on my main screen, on my home screen right here, this button is supposed to be showing up as soon as I open up the app, and it shows up for just a moment and then it goes away. But then when I open it up on live preview, it stays there and it has no problem. So I'm just curious why that button might be disappearing.
It might be a broad thing, but the my understanding is that like the styling works little bit differently in the web previews, iOS previews, and Android previews. So something related to the styling issue. So if you change the iOS preview, you might see the same thing that you're seeing on the live preview app.
Gotcha. So these preview settings, this is where a lot of my questions are. So I can just toggle between these. The draft view, this is specifically to be able to like get into any of the components that I'm seeing here. Okay, great. Beautiful. Those are my two immediate questions. I'll pass it off to somebody else, and then I'll chime back in if I have anything else that comes up.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, Sean? Oh, Arvind with us. Welcome, Arvind.
Hey, Arvind.
Hey,
Sean, we can't hear you.
Oh, I wanted to see if you could demonstrate how to pass data from a search screen to the map. I successfully am getting a geocoding API to give me the coordinates, but I can't seem to figure out how to then navigate to a separate map screen to go straight to them, in other words.
That would require some backend settings.
Yeah.
Do you have a screen URL to share, Sean? Maybe.
Yes. In case I can't get it to work, I sent it to you through Messenger just a moment ago.
Oh, okay.
But let me try here.
I'm checking.
I don't think my screen share is working. But if not, I
You can
can
send it
ask you separately.
here from chat. You can send from the chat here. I can't open the intercom right now. Why? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I saw it now. I'm passing it to you, Marv, from Slack.
Okay. I got it. Let me share my screen. Okay.
So once I type in an address, I'm getting the lat and longitude coordinates, but again, I don't know how to properly send that information to my map search screen. And so some of what you're seeing is probably incorrect, but it was my best attempt at um, doing so. But based on the console log, it does appear it's working properly.
Right.
I'm just going to investigate. So we want to pass the lat and lang to the map screen, right?
Correct, by typing in the information.
Okay. Oh. So we are fetching the data, logging it at launch. Let's see.
Mm,
So we want to go here, map search, right? Let me
Correct.
check. We can just pass the latitude and longitude as a two separate variable. And on the map search screen, get the map location, latitude and longitude, recenter, pull. Do you have any example location that I can try?
Maybe we can try from
Yes, I could
API
give you an
class.
address in the messenger.
Okay. Got it. Recenter.
Oh, okay, there isn't any latitude key path, right? In a past variable navigation parameter.
Thank you, Rosa. I think we're very close. Somewhere else is also using this. Let me check.
Maybe we should try the initial zoom as well.
Pipe. Okay. Zoom level 17. Still, we are getting something. We are reading the latitude from somewhere else. Let me try to hard refresh.
Okay.
Okay, it's not here. For map view, I'm going to do one more hard refresh.
But this is map search screen. We should come from map screen.
My map screen is not a working screen. It's just this specific
What
one.
was the first screen? That's
Feed screen.
feed screen.
Okay, something is current location. Oh, it's in the screen focus. Cool. Mm,
Maybe you can try checking the initial route string, Maruf, if it is.
Yes, because we're passing the navigation parameters, right?
yeah. So there is no initial route here. Interesting. So we can set feet. Location.
We can try passing that address again on feed screen.
Okay. Is it working? Like, I think,
What is the exact location? Let's check. Maybe we can try
It's in California.
map marker.
yeah. Let's do that.
Yes, in California.
It says
It's
Los
working.
Angeles. Yeah.
That appears correct so
Yeah,
far.
it
Yep.
is.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
Thank you. Was there an issue, I guess, with
um
the draft bit settings? I saw you go into what looked like, I guess, internal
so the
coding.
navigation params was not properly set up because like we can receive a number like genuine number and then use that number in the map view component. We were using some kind of string concatenation, so which is not correct. So currently what I'm doing now, once I fetch the data, like I get the geocode, I extract them, I just straightforward pass them. There is no, transformation around. And after I arrive on this screen, I just start using them. Okay. So they all receive the actual number, not string. I think you were doing some kind of string concatenation, so that was not working. That's why.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Sean. And Davey confirmed that changing the list name resolved the issue.
Yeah,
That's
that,
hard.
that, that worked well. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Amazing help. So quick.
Yeah, this is experts, you know. Okay, any other questions?
If I may, can I ask
Sure.
you, hello to everybody. I dive it right into it. And I present the screen, sorry. Okay. Is better if I think if you need a or here in the chat of because I built it and basic for now it's gonna be a little bit
I
complex,
think
but it's
we're
like
losing
when
you. Like for me, it's breaking, Professor.
Yeah, for me as well. You're breaking.
sorry.
You're breaking. I mean, it's maybe because of your Wi-Fi connection.
I'm lagging a little bit. I can try now.
No, it's frozen now.
Now it's better. I change
Yeah,
Wi-Fi. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
we
let's
can hear
try.
you.
Okay. I try to explain it really quick. This is the component, and for now is gonna do a lot of things. But one of the things that I was curious if you can help me is that if I can duplicate it after I click button. So, for example, I have season 1, so I put all the data, and then I create a new season, like for example, winter season and summer season. Is it possible to do that? I cannot find something similar in the community, which is this one, for example.
Mm.
I
Dynamically.
thought, yeah, I saw the loom, but it's not only one input, but it's the whole component, which is like embedded here.
Okay.
My, I
Okay.
I show you. I can I send you the link? I don't know how to prefer.
Sure, you can send
Okay.
from chat if you like. I mean, from here.
In
I
the
mean,
meeting.
that's okay. Yeah, sure. That'll work.
Okay. Done.
So I just want to confirm. So once you create like the whole form, like fill up the whole form and click on save. So you want to send the data back to the backend
Exactly.
and
For now, only visually, because the backend is another issue. I understand, but for now, like duplicate it and we'll manage the backend afterwards. But for now, it's just like by clicking it, duplicate the component which is inside the view, the biggest view.
if you stop sharing, I will start sharing and I
Okay.
will go to the screen. Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which screen? I think it's not the same screen, right?
No, it is not actually. It should be edit profile. Edit profile settings. Yes. No, this
Okay.
is the, yeah, exactly.
Which screen is that?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out.
Do you remember the name of your screen?
Edit profile settings. It's that about exactly.
This
And
one?
you can,
Okay,
yeah,
this.
if you click season title, exactly,
All
exactly.
right.
Is that right? That one. It was hide.
Okay. Hmm. I'm thinking. So ideally what we will do, like we will keep like it's a very big component, and what I would do, I will use the same component, and if I click on the save, I will save all the information in an array and clear all the input fields, and that's how it will look. It's duplicating. And once you are done, then I will send whole like array of data to the backend and processes in the backend. So that's look a feasible solution to me. Other than like if you want to click on add session and add more forms, so that's a different thing. We need to implement a list. But easiest way to do is, if you click on add season, it will save all the information in an array in the screen variable and clear all the data. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So first of all, I should put the backend in order before doing this. Or
We can start from the front end, so we will need an array to store those. So once the user click on save, we will we will keep pushing the data to the array and save it in the screen. And once everything is done, then we can put the whole array to the backend.
Okay, gotcha. So nothing easy for that. So, okay, understand. I will check with my other partner then. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Do you have any other question?
Not for now. Okay.
All right. I think we have 10 minutes left. If there isn't any questions, we can go on with a couple of community questions. What do you think, Marv?
Yeah, sure.
I will send you the first one. Actually, I will ask you to demonstrate our new transform if then else
Okay.
variable
Sure.
option. Can you show us
Yeah.
how should we implement it?
Sure. Just give me. So we can have a text field. Um, Suppose we have a age variable on the screen level. Should be a number. So let's start from the 10. Actually, so now we will conditionally change the answer variable depending on the age variable on the screen level. So we will go to the if else. So instead of using a direct variable, we are using if else transformation on the first place. Now the condition is actually the variable we are going to check. So now in this case, we are using our age screen variable. Okay. So now the condition here. So we want to first check if the age is greater than 17. So if the age is greater than 17, that means it's an adult. Other than that, we have more. We have more two cases, like if the age is above 12, that's teen, and below that, that's child. So if false, then we can go another if else here. Age is greater than
You're at true branch.
greater than 12. So we wanna see teen. Else is so I think our current value is matching with this branch, the child branch, because it's 10. So it's not greater than, like it's not greater than 17. It's not greater than 12. So that's why it fall into the default false branch here, the child. If I update the screen variable to something like 13, so it's changed to teen. Okay.
Mhm.
And if sorry, wrong window. So if I go to 21, it's adult. So we can go as much as further deep into the branches and without writing any custom code. Before we had to write small custom code for this kind of cases. Now it is more, handy here on the transform
Yeah,
section.
very straightforward actually.
Yeah.
It's a powerful transform. Thank you, Marv. For now, it's more accessible for us. Thank you. Okay, I think, yeah, we have another question. What is the main difference equal to, not equal to, and this new approach? Can we compare?
Yeah, sure. So, so equal to means if something is equal to 21. So as the value is 21, okay, so it's returning a boolean. Again, to stringify. So equal to actually means let's try with the if else. So age true, we say yes, and false. So equal to actually check the equality. So it is matching if age is equals to 21. So that's why it's saying yes. Other than it will render something called false, and not equals to do the opposite. It is not like it is false. That's why it's going to the no branch. Yeah.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
So I was wondering if you could change the answer, like value, only using equal to and then transform the string concat or something like that. But I get this messes a little bit like more effective than the way I was
Yeah.
doing it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We can call it a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if we don't have any other questions, we can wrap up the session. First of all, I want to thank Maruf and Arvind for joining and for answering the questions. And also thanks to our attendees for your insightful questions and for joining. And always feel free to ask your questions from intercom, from community, and please join our office hours sessions. You can register your questions beforehand using our registration form, and those questions will be always prioritized. Do you have anything to share, Marv, before we're closing the session?
No, I'm just excited to join this kind of session and demonstrate the new feature we are introducing. So yeah, it's a really good time for the Draftbit.
Thank you. Then see you all in the next office hours session.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Take
Thank
care.
you, Sean.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.